Hello and good morning, everyone. And I guess good morning is a matter of speech because I know we have some of our European friends on with us today and it is late in the afternoon for them. I want to go through with you today something that I think is really one of the most important things that you need to understand to be successful with your RX business, and it's the 8 steps to success. And it doesn't matter where you have been in your business. It doesn't matter if you're seeing this for the first time after being in the business for 3 years, or you're a brand new person. I want you to know that going through this 8 steps to success is vital for your business. It's vital for you to understand as an upline mentor, and it is vital for you to achieve the kind of duplication that you want for your business. I want you to be able to use this tool as an introduction to many of your new people as they come in. And I'm going to go through not only what these 8 steps are, but specific examples of them and how it is that you implement this into your business on a day-to-day basis. It is the basis of getting started. It is the basis of having duplication, and it is the basis for long-term profits. And I think for those of us who are in it for profits, this is something that you need to understand, teach, and duplicate within your groups. It really is that important. So one of the first things that you have to understand, and a lot of times people wonder why you start with this, especially if they haven't been in network marketing before. But the first step, step number one, is without question defining a dream. It's not a matter of having a dream. It is defining a dream that ignites passion. And those of you who have seen these steps before see that this is a little bit different than what you've seen, because this dream, and part of the reason and the explanation of this step, is to have a dream that absolutely gets you out of the bed in the morning. It's something that absolutely makes you feel alive thinking about it, and it's something that absolutely gives you joy thinking about you having it, possessing it, doing it, or in any way having it in your life. This igniting the passion is key, and defining it is what will help you have that passion. So let's go through the steps of that, of defining your dream to ignite the passion. A dream that defines passion. 99% of the people do not have a defined dream. That's why so many people fail. It doesn't matter if it's network marketing. It doesn't matter if it's in a business. It doesn't matter if it's in a relationship. It doesn't matter what it is. If you do not have that passion for that dream, for that thing, for that feeling, for that passion, for that status of financial being, you will not achieve it. You have to define it. And so what does it mean to define it? We're going to go through that. But you have to have a burning passion for its desire. There's too many obstacles that will come up in the process of you going through to get this dream that you have. There's too many things that will knock you off your path. There's too many things that will absolutely make it so you can't achieve it if you do not have this passion for it. So if you want to be successful, you must know it with specificity, and you must have a burning desire to achieve it. So let's talk a little bit about that. What is the specificity? And I'll go through an example in my own life. It is something that anybody that's been around me for the last year and a half will know that I have been looking for a home exactly like this one that we moved into last night, and we only broke one expensive couch in the process. But the fact is I've been looking for this with absolute specificity. I'll tell you what I wanted. I wanted land, I wanted water, I wanted trees, and I wanted a quiet, safe place for my children to live, for my children to grow up, and for my children to be able to have the responsibilities of having a large plot of land like this. I'll have to show the picture, but even the other day I was zooming around in this big tractor that we have with a front loader on it, and a big mower in the back, because we have so much property without any animals on it yet. I was very specific with what I wanted, and I could not find it in Las Vegas. Obviously, homes like this are not found in Las Vegas. So I took my family back to where we're from, into Idaho. And I wanted this exactly. It was an image that I had in my mind, and it is something that you can ask my wife. It doesn't matter where I was in my spare time. I was looking for this. I was passionate about finding it. And when I found it, I acted with absolute haste in order to make sure that we got it. And the reason why that we had the money, because when I first started to look for this, I did not have the financial wherewithal to buy this. And it was that absolute passion, that burning desire to have something like this that enabled us, I 100% believe, enabled us to have the time and the money to be able to do it. And as my wife tells you, and as she's written in right here, I would do it even during church. Maybe that wasn't the best time to do it, but I was constantly looking for this because I knew exactly what I wanted. I wanted to have the feeling that I had in having my 3-year-old son sitting in this big tractor with me mowing the pasture. You may think that that's crazy, but my 3-year-old my 3-year-old sat on my lap and fell asleep as we were doing this. And it was absolutely wonderful because I couldn't be on my phone and I knew exactly what I wanted before. And it's what powered us to be able to achieve it. And so as you look at this, understand that there was many obstacles in our way and I had to have the passion in order to get past it. I've shared with this with you before. You can look at this in 2009, and we're doing this right now in October of 2016. And you look in a short amount of time, just over 7 years, that we were in such debt that I had to have an absolute passion for what I wanted in order for me to overcome just a portion. This is just a portion of the debts that we had in 2009. If you are not passionate about it, you will absolutely be derailed in the process. You need to know how much money you have to have exactly, what you will use the money for. If you're going to be traveling, where? How much will it cost? What's the name of the hotel? Where is it located? What's the best time of year? And you have to be very specific with it. If you're buying a new home, how many rooms will it have? Where will it be? And if you want financial dependence, how much will it take specifically for you to feel that you will have the financial independence? And you need to be able to absolutely know what, how, and when that you want to achieve it. The when may take more time than you plan. I I didn't even know it was possible 7 years ago to be able to write a check for hundreds of thousands of dollars just for a down payment. In fact, the down payment that we made on this just a couple of weeks ago was more than the home we were staying that we purchased 3 years before you saw how big of a wreck I was in financially. So the fact is that I had the ability to be able to write a check for hundreds of thousands of dollars to be able to do it. And I give you these examples so you understand. You must be extraordinarily specific in order for you to achieve it. And this is very important. You have to understand this training balance scale of the why versus the how. The how becomes very easy. The how becomes almost second nature to you when you have the proper why. And you understand in this first part of creating this vision or this passion, most people put most of their time on the how instead of the why. The how will come, and we're going to go through those, and you can look at all the different training libraries that we have of how to achieve certain things. But when the how is more important than the why, it becomes mundane, it becomes boring, and it becomes something that you will find that you are not willing to truly put the time into. The how is not the main, most important thing. It is the why. If the why is big enough, the how becomes easy. It's really that straightforward. Step 2, you have to make some commitments. If you do not make the commitments, you're absolutely in trouble. You have to have a daily plan. You only buy products from the company. You listen daily to motivational instructional audios. Any of you who are not on the mentoring page that we have, you are making a big mistake. You have to listen to motivational materials daily. Daily. It doesn't matter if it's 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or an hour. You have to have that positive motivation in your life every day. And here's a big one. You must attend every event possible. You must. Just being around people and being on calls. There's a lot of different webinars that you can listen to. But being at an event, there's nothing quite like it. And here's the next one. Are you reading books that are absolutely positively changing your mentality and your ability for you to attract that success to you? And then the last one of this commitment is you must be committed to taking action daily. If it is better to take 1 hour, 30 minutes per day, even if it's 30 minutes, doesn't matter if it's 15 minutes, you're better taking action each day than you are to spend 10 hours on one day. You must create success habits, and success habits are taking action daily. It is better to take small actions each day than even committing an entire day that would give you more hours than you just. I don't even know how to make it more specific than saying you have to take action each day if you want to achieve the success. This is an example, an event that we have coming up, and you'll see that we will have them regularly and throughout the world. I just returned from Belgium and the Netherlands, where we had an event there. And everybody that attended that came back and said that it had positively impacted them in a way that they did not anticipate. One of the gals there said, my upline had been telling me to do these certain things for weeks, for months. And it wasn't until I got to the event that it sunk in. And that's what you're going to find. You will absolutely make your business better by understanding the power of promoting events. You will understand that power because at those events, you have an amazing vibration of success all around you. And that's when decisions are made. Events are such a part of your success. Here's a list of books that you should read. It doesn't matter if it's a page a day. You have to be able to be reading from these books. This Magic of Thinking Big, Asking It Is Given, How to Win Friends and Influence People. These are absolutely, positively books you must read. If you are not reading a little bit each day, do not expect to be successful. Here's an even more ambitious list if you want to do it. You look at this with the Augmandino books. If you haven't read those books, you're making a mistake. These books will help you. You see the bottom left book, How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. These are some of the most successful people in the world. Dale Carnegie, Napoleon Hill, W. Clement Stone. Guys, if you are reading a little bit each day is better than absolutely just inundating yourself one day at the end of the week or at the end of the month. Read a little bit each day, make that absolute commitment to do it. Which brings us to the next one, the list. The list is your foundation for belief in the business. The list, simply stated, success requires that you begin making a list of prospective product users and potential business builders. These are the people you want to work with, travel with, and create great things. Without a list, here it is, you will not succeed. You must have a list with you at all times. Have a notebook with you. If someone's name comes to you, put them into it. If you do not have the income system, have the income system, and you can put it right on the app on your phone. You simply stated must be making the list, and it must be continually growing. It's a living and breathing document that is continually increasing. And here's something I find super interesting. People a lot of times have a tough time making a list of 10 to 15 people. Goodness sakes, just hop onto Facebook. The average Facebook user now has 338 friends. And you may say, well, they're not my real friends. Well, that's when you need to be able to do this reconnect exercise through Facebook and social media training that we have. This Facebook social media training is so important because it talks about reconnecting or even connecting with the people on your group. Because if you look at the line above it, 15% of your users have a friend list topping 500 people. That is an absolute gold mine. And I can tell you, there's a lot of people that just love making and interacting with their list on Facebook. You have to understand that the modern world, we are in such a better opportunity to be able to have access to people than we ever were before. Ever. And now you have that right in front of you. You can go online and you can find a lot of memory joggers for network marketing. My recommendation is right when you start, you help that person by opening their Facebook and going through these different people. and then taking them through this Facebook reconnection, Facebook social media training to help you understand how to not just attack people, how to connect with them. It's very powerful, but the list building tips, those are something that you have to practice. You have to constantly make better, and you constantly have to increase it. Next one, step 4, connect with people. This is really important. Once you've made this list from your people on Facebook or wherever you make them, these connections is so important. But what's a connection? This is a people business, and we are in the business of building bridges. No more verbally throwing up on people. No more making them uncomfortable with strategic approaches. No more sledgehammers. We're going to start by honoring people. I remember when I was in Barnes & Noble and I was actually reading a book on network marketing. It was very evident that I was there. I was in the self-improvement, and they have all kinds of network marketing books in there. And a gentleman approached me, and it was obvious which company he was from. It was obviously network marketing. And I looked at him and I said, "Hey, you're from this company, aren't you?" And I said, "No." I said, "You're network marketing and you're trying to approach me about that company, aren't you?" Guys, I was in that company for years. I knew exactly what he was doing. It was an absolute uncomfortable strategic approach, and he denied being in network marketing. I had a network marketing book in my hands. Why in the world would he take that approach with me? That is old school. It doesn't work. And I will tell you, you start by honoring people, and that is by making connections. And you do that by learning how to be a good listener. I can work on that in my personal relationship sometimes, but I can tell you in business, I am a remarkable listener. And when I'm on my game with the people I love around me, obviously I am much better when I'm listening. And you provide a safe place where people can let down their walls of resistance. You will see just by listening to people, by connecting with them. And one of the best ways to connect with people is to send a text message and say, lunch, question mark. If you're a coffee drinker, coffee, question mark. And talk. Ask questions. How is their life? How are their children's? How is their health? It doesn't matter what it is, just talk. And you will see that you will absolutely be able to get enough information just from talking to be able to form your presentation of what you're going to do, how you're going to say it, and they will absolutely invite you into their life, making the business a very easy step. You have to learn how to engage in authentic and comfortable conversations, and you will learn how to use the products and this extraordinary opportunity to bless the lives of other people. But you start first by connecting with them, not selling them, not pitching them, but by connecting with them. And we have absolute amazing connection tools. A connection tools, once you've connected with somebody, we have great icebreakers. The Own Your Life first video is a great icebreaker. Once you are back in connection with that person, you will see that people are looking for more time, more money, better health, just by connecting with them. And that first video talks about them. And you need to learn to really communicate with the people and then introduce them to the business with the tools that we have. And you look at this opportunity funnel we have to the left, your business becomes big, not by doing massive things yourself, but by helping by helping a lot of people do small and consistent actions each day. This first video and the webpage of Own Your Life, it is absolutely an easy way after you've connected with somebody to help them understand the importance of time, money, happiness, and health. It is short, and the reason why we start with the short one is because of STP, step 5. Step 5 in STP is where you start now to introduce them to what we have here as a business. But that is not until you have the connection, and these are in order for a reason. STP is this. It is show the presentation, show the product, show the project, or show the plan. STP, show the P. Presentation, product, project, and plan. As a representative, you have access to professional presentations, videos, webinars, testimonials, and a lot more. And I will tell you, it's absolutely counterproductive to build your business if you do not use these tools, and you're short-sighted. I'll just tell you, you're short-sighted if you're a leader and you forget the importance of step 8, which is, I'll give you a a look into the future here, duplication. If you do not understand duplication when you show these things to people, you as a leader are going to have more experience, and you're going to see that you're going to be able to do things both on the internet, both with technology, and both in communicating with people that a new person may not be able to learn for years. Be careful of that. Be careful with your technologies. And all technologies that we use are something that are manufactured and made for the brand new person. And you have to become familiar with the videos that we have, the product brochures, the product PDFs now in this world of the internet. You have to become familiar and comfortable with the tools that we have. And you're going to need to work with a mentor to know which of these are best for you. One of the main reasons why we use Own Your Life is because it talks to people in different levels. We talk to people who may be very wealthy but do not have time. We may talk to people who have a lot of time and no money. But you have to, it doesn't matter what you have to be able to do something that works for the masses. The Own Your Life video 1 is a great example of that first STP. It is quick, it's less than 3 minutes, and it talks briefly about what we're doing. It doesn't yet bring the explanation of the company or products, but any tool that you use in the beginning, you really have to be careful to do not much more than a short, very condensed version of what you have, because you want the person to express interest before you give them a lot more information. If they do not express interest and they do not show any kind of I want to know more, you're making a big mistake and you're going to be wasting a lot of time. That's why that first video is so important that you understand that it is short, because we are just trying to see how interested they are. And it takes the opportunity to get you to the next one. Show the project. Show the project. The second video that we have is the opportunity. It's 12 minutes long. This takes the presentation to the next level. It shows the vision of our company, the values, our products, and it gives details about them, and it does it in 12 minutes. And you'll continue to this step because the person responded that yes, they want more time and money. Understand that all the tools we're creating are based upon this idea of the steps to success. And if a person doesn't show interest in having more time or money, and many people who watch that first video say, yeah, this is great, but I didn't get all the facts I wanted to know. That's on purpose. We want them to show interest in what we're having first. Then you can give them this video that talks about just about everything that you need to do and understand to make money with our business. And we follow that up with another one that explains how they can duplicate this with this successful system that we have. These 3 short videos walk people through so they can understand that they can build the business as well. It's very, very purposeful. Once they have expressed interest, and with this system, the income system, it's very, very easy to know if they have interest because you'll see how much of the video they watched. That 12-minute video, if they watch 60 to 70% or more, you know that they're interested. If they watch 80%, you know that they're very interested. If they watch 90% or more, you know that you have a hot prospect. That is the power of the income system in this STP, because now you can move to showing the products after they've shown even more interest than just watching that simple video. You can make sample packs, and within the Jove, there are lots of sample packs within it. Have products with you to be able to share with people. Have them with you. That means that you buy extra product to be able to share with these people you make connections with, and use them to make the explanation easy and the presentation professional with these simple product. It doesn't matter if you, even with my children, we bought a lot of the extra Nutrify products, and we put samples into that with a business card that explains really briefly just what each of those does. Guys, you can make them. Eventually, the company will have pillow packs. Until then, don't wait for the company to do everything, because people who have no interest in the opportunity, you must introduce them to the product. And it's not just important for the health of your business, but it's also very important for you to be able to show that example to your people. Never, never skip this part of show the products because it's going to be a vital part for you to be able to make money. So to achieve momentum, you must be committed to a minimum of 5 hours per week to STP. This right here, this training that you're listening to, that doesn't count towards that 5 hours. 5 hours a week of showing the plan, the presentation, and the product to your people. Top income earners will spend 15 to 20 hours per week. But I say a minimum of 5 hours when you first get started, especially if you have a job. As you start to make the $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month, and then $4,000 per week, if you're not spending the 15 to 20 hours per week doing the business, I think that you are really shortchanging yourself. And guys, the fact is this: what an incredible way to make a living. And I thought about that many times as I was there. I got to take my 16-year-old son with me. We got to see the Grand Plaza in Belgium. And what a remarkable thing. I even broke my rules and had this amazing waffle with so many things that break the rules of what I've done for my health. But oh my gosh, what a great way to make a living. Guys, 15 to 20 hours per week of STPing, and you will see that it absolutely will change your life. Change your life. Aryan put in here who's attending this, and he says, or bowling. I did a lousy job bowling, but what an amazing thing of making these connections that you have with the people in your life. That is how you will start to build your business, simply by making connections with people. And the STP is where it starts. So guys, the follow-up and the follow-through. This is really straightforward. If you're doing the STP and you do not do this, you will not make money. You will not make money because nothing happens until a sale is made. You will receive no commission until a sale is made. In order for you to build a profitable business, consistently activating new members or selling products, you must master this step. The beautiful part about the income system is it does much of the follow-up for you. However, the income system, the most powerful thing about it is it tells you what a person has done. If they've watched a video, if they've opened an email, if they've downloaded a PDF, it tells you. So you know the person's interest. You know how to address objections respectfully by practicing this, by getting in front of people, by doing three-way calls with your upline, who will then help you understand through action how to address objections and which of the income system videos to share because you've watched them, because you've gone through this experience yourself. This all happens by following up with people and knowing what to do with them. Part of follow through is learning how to invite, sell, activate, and grow your business. Guys, you're not going to know how to do all of this in the beginning. We're going to get to one of the steps here that are going to talk about that. But you progress by making mistakes. And I can tell you, you cannot say the wrong thing to the right person. You must take these steps. You must follow through. You must start to improve your ability to ask for the sell. You must be willing to ask. You must be willing to follow up. Step 6, this follow up and follow through, represents over 50% of what makes a successful business. Everything leading up to step 6 is important, but only preparatory. Step 6 is when you learn to be a leader and the real fun begins. If you do not follow up and if you do not follow through, you will not make money. Just putting it out there for you. You will not make money until you learn to follow up. 3 common questions that your prospects will have. What's in it for me? Even if they don't ask you this, understand that you must address this. Why should I care? What can I do about it right now? These are things that you must be prepared after sharing these videos to address with people. And it doesn't matter if they're asking them verbally or if they're asking them in your mind. This is what the people want to know. What's in it for me? Sure, network marketing is successful, but can I succeed? That's why the Own Your Life videos talk about it being successful for them, giving them systems. Why should I care? Well, do you want to improve your life? Do you want to have the better things? Do you want to be able to have more time freedom? Do you want to be financially free? You have to understand how to put it in a place that's going to be important to them, why they should care, and with the follow-up, how they can take advantage of it right now. Super important. So when prospects get ready to get involved in the business or buy products, the follow-up steps and the follow-through begins and continues for the rest of the career in the business. I was doing this as we were preparing to get into this home. I actually lived with my parents, with our entire family. We had kids all over the place. And I was working out of the den in their home. And my brother stopped by and just kept walking by. And he saw over a couple hours, I had talked with I'd done follow-up with 3 or 4 different people. And he came and he goes, do you ever get tired of that? And I said, no, I do not. For the first time in my life, I am being duplicatable, and look at what it is doing for me. I do not get tired in this process because now I know that for the rest of my career, I have a simple pattern to follow, and I can look at a new person and I can say, are you motivated? If you're motivated and you're willing to put 5 hours per week, let me show you 8 simple steps and tools that will help you do it. Because you're going to become a mentor and you're going to help other people achieve their dreams. And top representatives build successful businesses and then teach their people how to do the same. And these 8 simple steps are vital. Step 7, coaching or mentoring to counsel and strategize. You must have somebody in your upline that you can go to. It doesn't matter if in the beginning it is just watching the webinars. It doesn't matter in the beginning if it's going on to a page and sending a question to the person. Until you can show that you are worthy of that person's time to spend individual time with them, you have to understand that this step is vital. It is so important. Somebody that you can work with, somebody that you can listen to. And I'll ask you right here, who do you listen to? The answer is simple. It's right there on the screen. You listen to people who have what you want, and even better, if that person has been where you are now. You only listen to the people who have what you want. If not, you're going to be very confused, and those people are going to give you an absolute wrong direction. Mentoring is the key to your growth. A corporate America study shows that mentors are 600% more likely to succeed than non-mentors, and students are 500% more likely to succeed if they have a mentor. I've seen these 2 quotes I gave them a while ago, and I've seen a lot of other reps talking about them. They don't even know where they came from. This comes from corporate America, and it actually showed in this study, and it is very relative to network marketing because organizations always have attrition. It doesn't matter where they're at. And it showed that if you were teaching people, that you will integrate it into your own life, and that person that you're teaching it to is 500% more likely to succeed. And you will cut down very much on the attrition that you have in your organization. There's 2 essential parts to mentoring. 2 essential parts to mentoring. You must be a mentor, and you also must be a student. You must be a mentor and a student. If not, you won't succeed. You will absolutely not succeed at the level that you want. You can achieve some level of success, but you're not going to succeed at the level you want unless you integrate within your organization this ability for you to mentor other people. And the study also says that a mentor only can mentor effectively 12 people until their business starts to go backwards. My encouragement to you is that you understand that this is a process, and your goal is to bring people up and encourage them to pass you so that you can have the time freedom and the financial freedom that you're looking for. With these 2 understandings, you're going to see that it's going to be a key to your growth. Part 1, as a mentor, you want to know your teams. You're going to see that you cannot pull away their personal and their business life. You're going to know about their personal relationships, their children, their finances, and other non-business related issues. And this is important because personal issues impacts their business. And whether you like it or not, you're going to have to get to know the people. You're going to have to listen to them, because part 2, as a mentor, you're going to want to help your team with business strategies such as how to best sell the products, how to run a business, understanding the products and their benefits. That's why we have so many tools and so many mentoring sessions to help you do it, because we're going to help you maximize the compensation plan. And you as a mentor have to teach people how to contact, invite, and STP. It is vital, and it is part of the mentoring process. It is possible to separate these or segment these things from your business, these non-business things. But guys, we are dynamic, living, breathing human beings that function on both a professional and emotional level. You want to succeed, you have to be able to have people that are going to, of course, replicate what you're doing. But to get them to that point, you have to understand them, and you understand them by listening to them. Which brings us to number 8. Step 8. This is everything. It's everything. It doesn't matter what works for you. It only matters if it can duplicate. If you can't duplicate what you're doing it wrong. If you are using a technology that cannot be duplicated, dump it. If you are doing things that cannot be duplicated by an average person of average intelligence, dump it. Dump it. I'm serious, because it doesn't matter if it works for you if you can't duplicate it. If you're super good at getting customers and you're not good at building a business, you must find a mentor that can help you do both if you want to create walkaway income, if you want to create residuals. That's what I'm saying is you have to understand, just because you're good at something doesn't mean it's going to work for others. You have to duplicate. So the keys to success: you want to know and teach these 8 steps to success, or simply have people watch this. It is the fastest way to achieve your real financial goals. And duplication is a critical step that turns this business from a hobby into, as my son and his cousins say, fat stacks of cash. This is a predictable profession when you understand that this step is everything. And it is absolutely trumps the things that come before it. If you are doing things and taking action, but it can't be duplicated, rethink what you're doing. Because duplication allows you to leverage your time so that success is not dependent on just your efforts. The difference between us and the highest paid doctors is that a doctor can only make money when he's in the operating room, or fixing a broken leg, or doing a consult with a client. The difference between us and an attorney that has hundreds of billable hours per month is that we can duplicate our time that is not depending just upon our own efforts. Guys, this can be one of the highest paying or worst paying professions in the world when you understand this last one. Something that you can leverage your time so that success is not dependent just on your efforts. It's huge. The 8 steps are critical for your business success. And this quote taken from Chet Holmes that I put a little change in there: becoming a master is not about doing 4,000 things. It's about doing 12, or in our case, 8 things 4,000 times. You want to be successful? Understand why your people aren't performing, and understand why duplication is everything. People don't perform because they don't know what to do. They don't know how to do it. They don't know why they should do it, and they feel there are obstacles beyond their control. If you teach these 8 steps, if you implement these 8 steps, and you absolutely internalize these 8 steps into your business, you will see that you will learn the income system quickly, you will be motivated, you will have goals in front of you, and you will be able to duplicate yourself in a way that you can find those who are truly motivated, how to give them the what, the how, the why, and teach them how to overcome their own obstacles. You are in this business to multiply time. Time is precious. It's more important than money. It is more important than money. And how you use your time is more important than just about anything that you can do in your business. Because a top rep's time and a small rep's time is precious. And you must be building your business on a consistent basis. And if you are not doing STP activities, even as a top rep, you will see eventually your business will stagnate and begin to shrink. You must be able to teach a brand new person by showing them this video or walking them through these 8 steps on what they must do for you to multiply your time. And for us to have that age-old promise of network marketing, of to have 1% of 100 people's efforts rather than 100% of your own efforts. Guys, using the income system and focusing on the 8 steps will allow you to spend quality time growing new representatives into mentors. Not just growing them, but growing them into mentors. That's when you start to make the money. is when your people start to become mentors to their own people. Your time becomes duplicated. You start to make money from their efforts. You start to make money from all of the seeds that you've planted that have turned not only into productive reps, but more importantly, productive mentors. So how do you know when all of this is happening? How do you know? Well, to me, I think it's pretty simple. You have duplication when you have 4 to 5 personally enrolled representatives spending a minimum of 5 hours a week in STP activities and teaching the 8 steps to their team. That's when you'll know. You'll have the pleasure of spending 15 to 20 hours a week building your business because you will now have financial freedom. You will have time freedom. You will have the ability to do what you want when you want to do it. That is a big, big thing. We talk about it in Own Your Life all the time. Have the time and the money to do what you want when you want to do it. And with the products that we have the added benefit of changing people's lives. I have seen what the products and systems have done for my wife, for my father, for me. I've seen it happening in people all across the world in my organizations. And the thing that I will tell you unequivocally is that we have something powerful and we have something special. And you will know when this is happening on a big time level when you get into your back office and you see you have had 152 people activate in your business this week. I never would have imagined that in the first 9 months of network marketing for me when I was 24 years old, 23, I don't even remember how old I was. I could not enroll a single person in my business for the first 9 months. I did, actually, that's not true. I enrolled one couple, but I paid for their kit for them. So I don't think that counts. Today, I can go into my back office and I can see hundreds of people joining my business every single week. And I don't even know a fraction of those people. I don't even speak the language of many of those people. This business works, but you have to understand the power of duplication and the power of understanding the 8 steps to success. This will work for you. It can work for you, but understand this is a business. You must take it seriously, and you must understand that your future is not dependent upon what you can do. A future that has financial freedom in it happens when you are able to introduce a system, a proven system, these 8 steps to a brand new person. They can internalize them and they can start to change their lives and the lives of people around you. Network marketing works. RX has the best compensation plan, remarkable products, and now we have a system to help you succeed. Thank you for being on with me, and I'll talk to you soon. I'm dedicated to your success. This is Jeff Boyle.